varsity men's lacrosse head coach Sean Nadalin. Get an opening statement from Coach. I'm looking forward to playing Loyola in Columbus. I have a lot of questions for Coach.
Yeah. Proud of our team, accomplishing what we expected to do, getting out to, first hosting an NCAA game and then beating Hobart, then going out to Denver and putting a good game together and then being successful out there to continue to advance in the NCAA tournament. So we're excited about the opportunity to go out to Columbus, play in the quarterfinal game against Loyola, and to continue to work hard and move forward in our goal here.
Questions for Coach Nadalin.
What do you attribute this win over Denver? What was the important parts of the game?
There's a lot of hard work and discipline by our team. We weren't we weren't good at all facing off, so we needed to be disciplined at both ends of the field, and we did that. I thought defensively we were very strong all game. Tyler White played great in the cage, and offensively we were very efficient, which we knew we might need to be if we didn't have success in possessions and facing off. And both ends of the field took care of what they needed to.
Denver is a powerful team, and how does a win like this help your team, the players, and the program? Where does this move you along?
Not quite sure yet. I know our guys were excited about the opportunity, excited to get out there and see how we stack up against them, and our goal is always to put our best on the field, whether it be practice or a game, and then see what shakes out. And I think we did a pretty good job of that, and we're able to earn a win. I'm not sure what that's going to do for our program. Our guys aren't focused about that right now. We're focused about the next opportunity in the quarterfinal game here. And I think it gives our guys confidence, being able to play a caliber team like Denver and their recent history of success, and being able to have success against them. So I'm sure it kind of helps our confidence, but it's nothing that we didn't expect to have happen either. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, but we also expected to get out there and earn a win.
Now you're turning around and playing a local team. It's far away, but you're still playing a local team. How do you get ready for this? What does this mean to the players who probably know a lot of the players on the Loyola team?
Sure, it's a familiar opponent. Every year we play Loyola. Played them back in early March. It's different as far as the venue and location, but for us it's a game, and then we got to prepare for it just like we'd prepare for any other opponent, any other game. We got to make sure that we dot the I's and cross the T's with regards to our game plan and how we think we can be successful against them, as well as get to learn how Loyola may have changed and improved over the past couple months.
Obviously, a lot of these players grew up playing each other, and they know their strengths and weaknesses, and obviously that changes over time. Is that helpful that you know more about your opponent than just what's on the field, or is that going to hurt both teams?
I don't think it hurts. I think the more you know about somebody, hopefully it helps you out, good, bad, or indifferent. And so I think familiarity is a good thing. And it's going to be probably good for both teams. It's not like we just know them; they know us.
Yeah.
And
that's what I meant about being two-sided.
it's you gotta at this point in the season, in the playoffs, nobody really changes. We're not going to flip anything that we do or try to get out of character with what we do and how we do it. And I can't imagine Loyola will either. We've gotten to this point by kind of a recipe for success and hard work and commitment, and we're going to stick to that, and obviously game plan for their personnel and systems, and just like they're going to do for us, and we'll see how it pans out come game time.
How important was your defense, Tyler White, in that?
Extremely important. Those guys played a lot of defense. They needed to play extremely disciplined and sound and then tough at the same time. We were able to create some nice turnover opportunities in the first half that led to our offense being able to get some goals on the board for us. And Tyler was just steady all game. He was steady right from the start. He was dialed in, making the saves that we expected him to make, stole a couple, especially right on the doorstep. So that was, I think just gave our team that much more confidence, that much more excitement about what we were out there to do.
And What does Loyola present offensively that you need to watch in the
They're extremely balanced. Strong attack led by Patrick Spencer. Strong midfield. All three of their starting midfielders are very good, seasoned guys. And they have experience on the offensive end, at a high level. And so those two things, with skill and experience is troublesome to prepare for. They know how to play with each other. They know how to play in these situations, these types of games. So obviously we gotta, we know who they are. We gotta continue to understand their systems, how they may have tweaked them over the last couple months, and see what they're doing recently. But they're a good balanced group. You can't just focus on one guy.
And what are you gonna do, to try to win some of those face-offs? Obviously, that's really important. I know it didn't. You were able to come away with a win in Denver anyway, but you always want to come away with a face-off.
Absolutely. I know Alec and Steve, our two face-off guys, aren't pleased with not being able to step up to the plate a little bit more than what they did. We knew the task was going to be tough. Trevor Baptiste is phenomenal. He owned us that day. That's on us, and I know that's going to fuel a little bit more energy from those guys, and maybe being a little bit sharper this week in practice to prepare for Loyola, being that we don't want to put ourselves in that situation again.
Was there a certain measure of satisfaction in winning against Denver, the game that probably not many people thought you guys could do?
I don't want to say there was any different sense of satisfaction. I was just, I was excited for the team because they work hard, especially on a short turnaround with the Wednesday game, then putting a couple days together to prepare for Denver. There wasn't anything more satisfying about that win than really any other win. It was an opportunity for us to go out and play hard and commit to each other on the field. We did that against a tough Denver team and earned a win. And I don't think it was anything greater than a win back in February or March, but it's obviously helping us in the NCAA tournament to continue to advance. I'd say that's maybe a little bit more the significant factor for our guys, knowing that we were able to accomplish it with facing a tough opponent on the road, short turnaround in a game that you have to win to advance, and I think that was something that resonates with our team.
Also, this is the first time in 3 weeks you guys have had a midweek game on that bench.
We're probably going to be sluggish at practice tomorrow to come out and get after it, but it's a credit to our guys, and I think it helps having the veteran group that we have to have those guys understand how to handle themselves when they when they have a short turnaround, to stay committed to each other off the field in regards to socially and making sure they're doing the right things and making smart decisions there. Luckily, we've been on the back end of our academic year. Guys are finishing up exams today, so I think that's kept guys a little bit more dialed in and focused, being that they can't just go out and have a good time in between games, being that they got to study and be ready for finals.
It's big for the program, big for me and Ben. We're fifth-year seniors. We've come pretty close a couple of times in our career, and to make it this far is really exciting, but we're definitely not done yet.
It's huge. A lot of people doubted us by giving us the playing game, but we knew all along that we deserved to be here, and it showed in this last game against Denver.
I think they said it all. Obviously, we're really excited, but at the end of the day, there's only one team that goes home happy, and we're just happy to be in the fight to be that team.
Questions for student athletes?
This is basically for all three of you, so anybody can answer. It's a big win. How emotionally does that help you going into the next round?
It definitely helps knocking off a number 2 team, but all year we've kind of been us against ourselves, so we feel like anyone we play against, as long as we put our best foot forward, we have a great chance of beating them.
We were very confident coming into Denver. We've believed in ourselves the entire year, and coaches have always instilled in us that the only team that can beat us is ourselves. And on Sunday against Denver, we showed that we're pretty good when we play a complete game.
Yeah, there's no doubt it adds confidence to our game. Denver's a complete team. They play well offensively, well defensively, and especially at the face-off X. So to get a win with minimal possessions coming from the face-off X, I think it really provided some confidence for us going forward.
Now you're going to face Loyola, and you probably faced players years before they were in college, since you started playing lacrosse. How does that help, hurt, and what's the transition now to face a team that you faced before?
It definitely helps to play a familiar team. We've played them a lot of times, but I think it probably helps them too. So they're a way different team than we played earlier in the year, but we're also a different team. We're kind of peaking at the right time, and they are too. So it'll be a great game come Sunday.
I think it's honestly kind of relaxing. I mean, I've played against a bunch of those kids in high school, and I mean, everyone knows if you play college lacrosse, you're a great lacrosse player, and those kids are awesome. And I mean, they deserve the respect. Their rankings incredible, and I mean, it should be a great game.
I think Tyler hinted at it. It goes both ways. Obviously, we know them, we play with them, but if we know them, they obviously know us. So I think it's a really familiar game, and it definitely brings a lot of emotion to the game.
So, what are you going to need to beat Loyola?
We're just gonna have to put a complete game together like we did against Denver. Get some possessions on the face-off backs, but we're definitely gonna have to put a complete game together from the beginning whistle to the last.
As I said before, coaches always harp on us that the only team that we need to face is ourselves. If we can play a complete game like Tyler said, we should be fine. We should have to believe in each other. The game won't be perfect. We'll have turnovers. We'll make mistakes. But if we just keep together, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think Brian pretty much hit the nail on the head there. There's nothing specifically that we need to do. We really just need to play our brand of lacrosse and don't stray from our brand. Don't play to their game, and just stick to our game. I think we'll be successful if we do so.
It's huge, and coming off of a big win in Denver, we definitely have a lot of confidence right now, and being one of 8 teams still playing is big, and it's been a goal of ours since the first run test we had in August. So very excited and couldn't be more happy with the opportunity.
Yeah, I think it's a big step in our team going the right direction, but I think a lot of us we were expecting to win that game, so we're just focusing on Loyola now and everything going forward.
Yeah, it's an exciting time. I mean, every kid dreams of having this opportunity ever since they were little. So, it's really exciting. We're just happy to be here.
Questions for student athletes?
This is good for all three of you. What do you individually need to do to step up to the next level? You know the guys from Loyola, you probably played with them for years. Now, they're going to know you, you're going to know them. Well, how do you have to improve your particular game to beat them?
I think it's just really a mental thing, at least for myself. I know we played them back in, I think it was March, and we beat them then, but they're a completely different team than what we faced then, and we're a completely different team than they are, than we were before. So I think it's just sort of just playing our game, playing with the confidence that we have, and if we play like we did in Denver and play with the amount of heart we did, we'll be fine.
I think personally, for the defense and my standpoint, just continuing to play how we've been playing. We've been pretty good clearing the ball, pretty clean on that aspect, getting the ball off the ground, and just with the offense taking care of the ball and putting the ball in the back of the net, we have a lot of confidence in them. So just continue to play our type of our defense, trust in ourselves, and with Tyler playing the way Tyler's playing right now, it's a big help too. So just keeping all those things and keeping a level mind going to the game, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, the stakes are definitely higher, so we just have to play every possession like it's our last possession, especially on offense. Like Mike said, our defense is playing great, so on the offensive side of the ball, we just have to focus on doing our part on the offense and not trying to do too much, just 1/6 of the offense, and I think we'll be good.
The win against Denver was a big win. I'm sure you're ecstatic over that. Have you gotten over that? Have you put that in the past? Are you looking forward to Loyola, or is some of this carrying on? How's the win in Denver going to affect this coming up against Loyola?
It was definitely a huge win. It definitely gave us a lot of confidence, and I think that coming off that win, we understand that we have the players in place, and how we've been playing right now is the way we should be playing. So I think that it was a big win, and we were all really excited after it happened. But I think it's moving on and focusing on Loyola. It's So like we've been doing all year, it's one game at a time, and this game is Loyola, so that's what we're concentrating on.
Yeah, I think after the game initially, everyone's excited. Obviously, it's a big moment. I think after that flight home, everyone had time to soak it in. We landed back in Baltimore, and we just knew we had another day of work coming in this week. So just excited to play Loyola and get out there and hopefully get another win in advance.
Yeah, like Mike said, the flight home was big for us to be together. We were all together on the plane. We had the chance to enjoy that win, but once we landed, it was back to business.
So now is it going to be weird for you guys getting onto another plane, playing 400 miles away, playing a team that's, what, 2 miles down the road?
Yeah, we were talking about that, how 2 miles down the road and we're playing in Ohio, but it's good. We're up for the challenge, and we'll take whoever we're playing, and we're excited for the opportunity to play.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much the answer.
Anybody have any?
Offensively, what do you guys have to do to kind of get started going forward?
I think just starting fast, and when we played Denver, we really put the pressure on them early, and I think even though we weren't winning the faceoffs, that when we had the ball, we were being consistent and making good plays and finishing the ball. So I think we just need to all just calm down, spin the ball, and play offense the way we do.
Not really, that's good.
And Mike, defensively, I mean, what do you guys need? Obviously, we had a huge game in Denver because of forced turnovers that kind of stayed off, but anything that Loyola presents that you're on?
Pat Spencer, obviously been a hell of a player this year. He's deserved all the accolades he's got. So I think what it comes down to this game is, again, understanding our matchups. That was big for us in Denver. Knowing tendencies, knowing what they like to do. And then again, staying clean off, getting ground balls in our end, clearing the ball, getting the ball back in the offense because they take great care of the balls. Obviously, they're first in the nation for turnovers. They don't really let the ball get out of their hands too much. So just playing our type of game, having trust in everybody, and again, Twiz, with the way he's been playing, it's a pretty good little formula we have going.